And what she's about to say about her mother is going to be unbelievable.
Talking about my daddy, right? And how my daddy beats her, right? And I was very respectful. I let her talk about it. I let her say that he beat her or whatever the case. Because realistically, yeah, he did. I seen a couple times. He's a totally different man now. But I don't know. My dad's always been a great dad. I love my dad to life. But you wrote this whole book about everybody, about my dad, about everybody, about how you're getting through domestic violence. Did you mention in the book? Yes, she said he beat her, Jenny said. Did you mention in the book that you have sex with my brother?
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good, man. Shout out to our good brother, O'Shea Jackson, as he pretty much brought this story to us, right? He pretty much found this sister, and he does a lot of stories on sisters who do stuff like this chick, you know, Tia Mowry, Tiffany Henyard, you know, just a bunch of stuff, man, that's especially going on in the Black community. But I really appreciate him bringing this one up because I watch all his videos when it comes down to that sister like this because it's funny, right? Because it's funny, but you really see, and see, here's the thing, right? You see a lot of women who tend to have a mindset like her. And I'm not sitting over here saying that a lot of your sisters are crazy or this and that. This sister obviously has issues. But what I am saying is, though, a lot of sisters tend to have the same type of mindset she has, right? Where they believe that, hey, well, we can go outside our race and we can find better men and da-da-da. When, once again, they bring their issues that they have with the Black men, with us, they bring that on to the other race. And once again, it's not all sisters, but you do see a lot of sisters who are doing stuff like this, who are sitting over here trying to glorify other races just because, hey, they see a Black man wanting to go out and go date outside of his race with no explanation, no reasoning behind it. Just a monkey see, monkey do situation. But of course, you have this sister where everybody and their mama can just look at her and tell, sis might have some issues. Sis might have some issues. And the fact that you got Big Show sitting over here dealing with this, sitting over here saying, you know what, I'm gonna put up with all of this. It's mighty strange, right? It's mighty strange. But what makes it even worse is the fact that she is disrespecting her mother, right? The fact that she is disrespecting her mother. Now, of course, it just puts everything in perspective, right? The issue that she has with her mother, right? With her mother making a response that she made, it sums up everything, right? It kind of gives you an idea on the type of family she came from. It gives you an idea on the type of person she really is. She has issues. Let's just call it for what it is. It's not to be mean. It's not to belittle. It's not to do anything. It's just what it is. How can you jump from one man? Once again, you make a video about your, baby father trying to watch your videos. You get upset about that. You jump on the internet and say, hey, well, this is why I had to jump ship. Now you jump ship and here you are saying, well, you know what? You're a deadbeat. I had to take care of my kid. I have to take care of the kids. I bought the car. I bought this. Fast forward, she comes out saying, well, I was just angry. I was just drinking. Y'all need to mind your own business. Y'all need to stop dragging it. And this is mind boggling when people jump on the internet, air out their business for everybody and their mama to see, but then get upset when people have a comment about it. It's like, bro, like, just do better. Right? Just do better. So let's go ahead and see how disrespectful this sister is. And once again, I mean, you can just tell that, hey, it's just, the women in their family just don't make good decisions. I mean, the mother stayed with the father who was abusive, who puts hands on the woman, who was cheating on her numerous of times with family members or whatnot. So, I mean, once again, you can see where the daughter, you can see where Rose, I believe that's her name. You can see where Rose is getting a lot of her mannerisms and her mindset from. Let's go ahead and look at these videos.
About my daddy, right? And how my daddy beats her, right? And I was very respectful. I let her talk about it. I let her say that he beat her or whatever the case. Because realistically, yeah, he did. I seen a couple times. He's a totally different man now. But I don't know. My dad's always been a great dad. I love my dad to life. But you wrote this whole book about everybody, about my dad, about everybody, about how you're getting through domestic violence. Did you mention in the book? Yes, she said he beat her, Jenny said. Did you mention in the book that you have sex with my brother? Right? I feel like, and if you guys were there, I feel like you guys could have had like a hint. You guys could have kind of felt her animosity towards me stemming from my father, right? Like she said multiple times, like, your dad beat my ass while I was pregnant with you. Of course, that can give someone like a kind of resentment toward the child, right? So when I go to ask her, like, hey, do you think maybe you have a resentment toward me because you constantly said that my dad beat you while you were pregnant with me? She's like, no, not at all. Nope, that's not at all. Anyways, she had sex with my brother, her stepson. My mom, this amazing, beautiful, soft, my mom, Ray's going on with my brother. Really, really quick, okay? And then I'm gonna give you some more candy. And we're gonna go to the pool, okay? My mom had sex with her stepson, which was my brother, which was my daddy's son. So it's not biological to her, but still, that's disgusting. And she had sex with him, causing my dad to send my brother away. From my understanding, at the time, my brother was like 17 years old. And it caused my daddy to send they lived in Ohio at this time. It caused my daddy to send my brother away. My firstborn brother, my dad's firstborn child, my dad's everything. My dad's everything. Sorry, that's my brother. But anyways, my dad sent my brother away because of this, because that was his wife at the time. He sent them away to my uncle in Las Vegas. There, my brother was like getting, what's the word? My brother kept calling my dad and saying, Dad, I want to come home. I want to come home. Like, I want to come home. And so finally, my dad started getting like a gut feeling, okay, it's time to send my son home. So the day before he sent him home, my brother got beaten with a gun in the head over a bike. And the guy was robbing him for his bike, and he got beaten in the head, and the gun went off, and my brother died. So I just want to say, Janata, before you get on here and like tell lies because of your blackened heart, when I called you this morning and said, please don't post my family, and you said, oh, you could dish it out, but you can't take it. I didn't dish anything out. All I dished out is that I don't have a good relationship with you. But now I'm dishing it out. I've never dished out anything about you except I didn't like my marriage, my wedding, because you called me a my wedding, which is a fact. And I dished out that we don't have a relationship, and that hurts me. That's the only thing, if you guys have been here, you guys know, that's what I've dished out this entire time. So when I called you this morning and asked you to stop trying to gain clout off of me, you already did it. You already got subscribers and supporters. Congratulations, good job. But when I asked you not to post me and my kids, and you said, oh, you could dish it out, but you can't take it, you were wrong. You're like 55 years old, and it's time.
That is the first commandment with a promise. My stepson disobeyed his father. He did not honor his father. I had been such a mother to him while his father, he was young. I give him excuses. I guess I give people excuses because I see the good in everybody. He was a good provider, Rose's father and my dead stepson's father, but he was always in the streets and he was not at home. I was taking my stepson to basketball, football practice. I was coming up and back to the school when the teachers was telling me this and that was going on. I was 100% his mom. All due respect, he has a mom, but he came to live with us. And because we had a bigger house, we were living in the suburbs, he had a better school to go to, and they had me as I was taking care of my kids and sending them back and forth to gymnastics and sports and soccer, and my sons to basketball and football. I was that mom. I was the all-American but black mom, you see? And so his mom lived in the projects, a not very good area, and she said she was having problems with her son. So her son came to live with us, and unfortunately, he did come on to me, and I did tell his dad, and his dad decided to send him to Las Vegas. And that was not my fault. And I am still extremely sad to this day. I felt like, should I have told his dad he came on to me? Or should I have just been quiet? If I had been quiet, he may have continued to come on to me. I actually told him, hey, you can't do that. You gotta respect your dad. I grew up on morals, values, and principles. Respect your dad. He did not respect his dad. He came on to me. So what I did was, I told his dad, even though his dad was a liar, a cheater, a beater, slept with people in my family, all sorts of things at that time. In his defense, he is a changed man today, but I'm speaking on the past, okay? So I told his dad, my abuser and husband at the time, hey, your son's gotten out of hand. I know you haven't been able to be home that much, but he's come on to me, you know what I'm saying? So you probably need to have a talk with him. Well, I didn't know he was going to send him to Las Vegas, Nevada, but that's what he did. And we were living in Ohio. So he went there for the summer. He said, I'm only going to send him there for the summer. When he comes back, he can go and stay with his mom, his real mom. You know, I'm going to go ahead and talk to his mom. I'm like, darn, you know, I think that might be the best thing, because I can't have someone living in this house. I'm young. I probably look young. I'm still attractive, you know, like I can't deal with that. You're running the streets. You're screwing other women. He's seeing the way you're abusing me. He's coming to me telling me, hey, I don't like the way my dad's treating you and disrespecting you. And I actually elaborate a little bit of that, I believe, in my book, okay? Breaking Cycles, the story of breaking cycles of abuse. This is not about the book. I'm not trying to advertise the book. I'm truly trying to clear my name, okay? I have no reason to come to you guys and tell you none of this, because I have nothing to prove to none of you. I love all people, and especially women that's been through abuse and things that I've been through, young mothers, you know. Keep going. Be strong. All of that, okay? I'm all for the people.
Like I said, as you can see, man, with the mother, right? With the mother, she seems a lot more, let's just say, calm, right? She seems a lot more calm. But when she does talk about, you know, having relations with her stepson, I mean, it just did not look convincing. It seemed like she really did do it, right? It seemed like she really did do it. However, KB, you can only go off of perception and what is being put out there. Like I said, it seems like the mother might be lying, but at the end of the day, even if this is the case, as O'Shea Du Jackson said, you need to do a lot of this stuff behind closed doors. But here you have a woman who swear up and down, who probably here you have a woman who thinks she has intelligence, who thinks she has common sense, who thinks she is smart, who thinks, you know, she can think, you know, 10 steps ahead of everyone else. And that is false, right? That is false. You have this woman, man, who is just destructive, a pure gaslighter, but you want to have influence. You want to make these sisters feel like, hey, there's some hope. Hey, you know what? Forget these black men. Let's go ahead and divest and let's go do this. Let's go ahead and deal with these guys. Like I said, I have nothing against sisters who can come up with a good reason as to why they're dating outside their race, who wants to date white man or date anybody else. You're gonna have some sisters, well, you know, me and him just happen to click, you know, and hey, you know, we just happen to fall in love, you know, he fits me. But then you have a lot of your other sisters on the other hand who want to just date outside their race because, hey, they see other men doing it. Hey, because you know what, let's gaslight and say that men are the issues, you know, men are the reason why we're sitting over here, you know, being passport girls, right? Even though that's the reason why they're being passport girls is because of us. Monkey see, monkey do mentality. But you see both of their mindsets, and you see birds of a feather flock together. She don't stray too far from her mother. And just to speak on her mother, I mean, once again, this is another sister, right, who just could not pick a good man. And y'all see how it has a trickle effect where, look, your kids sitting over here seeing the abuse, your kids sitting over here. I mean, let's just be real. It does seem like she did go through a lot with just being in that family alone. So, I mean, to some degree, some people can say, well, you know what? Hey, I can see why she has the mindset that she has. I see why she has the mindset that she has. But at the end of the day, you're still a grown adult. So she knows right from wrong. She knows right from wrong, but she chooses to do wrong. Just no leadership. And she loves her father, right? She loves her father. Hey, and I have nothing against that man either. I have nothing against that man, but he did contribute to, we just got to be honest, he did contribute to her acting the way she acted. However, it doesn't excuse her behavior. So of course, O'Shea Duke Jackson is going to keep making more videos of the sister, and it's going to be fun. I love watching them. I love watching them, man, because it's just like, man, wow, like we see women like this every single day, and they swear up and down there ain't nothing wrong with them. But then when you sit up here, you peel back more of the layers, you're like, damn, there's a bunch of maggots up under here. There's really a bunch of maggots under here. She will refuse accountability. She will refuse accountability. And like I said, Big Show is wild for even wanting to deal with that. And I'm telling you right now, you can see it clear as day. The dude level of wanting to continue to be in that relationship is just dropping and dropping and dropping. I'm telling you, they're not going to be in a relationship for long. I'm telling you, I promise you that. I promise you that. Because at some point in time, he's going to say, this is going to be him. Well, you know, we're just in different spots, you know, because he got to be that imp. He has to be that guy to sit over here and, you know, hey, try to look at the bright side for everything, even though there's no bright side with this woman. There's no bright side at all. Y'all both are trying to force one. And now you can see every time she's jumping on the internet, every time they have to sit over here and apologize or sit over here and try to cover up her F-ups, you can just see it in his face. He's not going to be there long. He's not going to be there long. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.